Hey, what's going on, y'all? Beanie Thuggish here, back with another YouTube video. Finally, I can say that we've gotten the March 2021 Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list. Now, I've already seen it. This isn't going to be your typical reaction style YouTube ban list video. Okay, I'm looking more on the analytical side. I really want to see what things I can talk about that have changed on the ban list, what things that I predicted that didn't, and maybe some shakeups in the format, right? So first thing we're going to get to is that Firewall Dragon has its errata. That's when we will get it legal, okay? It is not unforbidden. It does not decrease from forbidden to unlimited until April 14th, which is after Ghost in the Past. Totally fine, absolutely acceptable. Astraf Sorcerer still on the list. We didn't get back any Dragon Rulers that I see. Magispect Unicorn Kieran, rest in peace, Pendulum players. They didn't get that back. Holy, that was weird. And then new cards are Union Carrier. This card died for Dragatron and Dragon Buster Destruction Sword Sins, or just Drytron at this point. Feels bad. Feels super bad. Konami could have avoided Union Carrier getting hit by making it so that you could only use it with Union and or Machine monsters. But they didn't. So because they didn't, it got abused and it's really busted and it's used in decks that shouldn't be using it. So that's just what happens. Dinlong didn't get to come back and Tempest Magician didn't get to come back. Super feels bad. But we got rid of some problem cards in the format, babies. Let's talk about it. We got rid of True King of All Calamities and we got rid of Utopic Zexal. So two cards that essentially say you don't get to play the game, they're gone. No longer in the format. So we don't have to worry about the Numeron stuff. I mean, maybe they'll still be able to summon Megaclops, Infinitrack Megaclops. But they're not going to be summoning Utopic Zexal anymore. And True King of All Calamities, no more double True King boards, not even single True King boards, boys. It's gone. It's over with. We don't got to worry about it. Pretty exciting stuff. Drytrons are not dead. If you think Drytrons are dead, you're just straight wrong, all right? Drytrons will be able to do the Godam's Hand loops and rip 3 cards out of hand, if I'm not mistaken, with Cloud Castle. So, you will still have to deal with that and a rank 9 or some sort of an Omni Negate. So, you'll be playing on 2 or 3 cards with 1 negate and 3 less cards in that. So 3 cards or 2 cards and an Omni Negate. Not too bad, but at least it's not the double Calamities board that we used to have to deal with from that deck. Doesn't look like there's any unlimits in the spell. I'm sorry, no new limits in spells, no new limits in the traps. Which means that there was no new limits and no new bans, which means summon limit did not get hit. If you're a stun player and you're playing summon limit, you're pretty happy right now. You get to see that card stay completely unbanned. I think that card's pretty unfair. Limited. See, this is the forbidden section. Limited. Let's see if there's anything new. Limited. There it is. Cyber Angel Benton. Once again, another card dying for meta deck sins when it's not meant for that deck at all. Cyber Angel Benton, extremely abusable, but it was never meant to be abused the way it was getting abused by Drytrons. Currently, constantly being added back to the hand, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, to get to Vanity's Ruler and Herald of Ultimate, things like that, and then getting it back one final time to actually have a negate with the Herald of Ultimateness. Getting things to stop hand traps, like the Herald of the Orange Light. My cat decided she wanted to hang out for this YouTube video. Subscribe if you love cats, boys. I love cats. And girls. Subscribe. Nothing new on the limit section. Doesn't look like it for spells. And nothing new limited on the traps. So once again, we still don't see summon limit getting hit at all. Very, very, very annoying trap. I can say that it makes sense not to see the artifact cards here. Because, I mean, they fell a lot of favor completely. But it does kind of suck to see that the dangers are still here. But I guess it's fine. Nothing super relevant. Malicious is the only card still at 2. Konami, please. Put Malicious back at 3. Like, you guys are trolling, right? This card doesn't need to be at 2. Like, what are Heroes / Dark Warrior decks gonna do with this card? Even if we have, as you see here, Rusty Bardish back to 3. You only really need 2 Rusty. As a matter of fact, you only need 1. You can just bring back Rusty from your graveyard with your Phantom Knights cards. If you're not playing enough Phantom Knights cards, yeah, I can see that being an issue. So even still, you only need 2 Rusty. Rank Up Magic Arden 4 is coming off the list because Utopic Zexal is gone. True King's Return coming back, but no other True King cards. So no Masterpiece, no Dynamite Knight. Is that what it's called? Dynamite Knight? Those are staying on the list. Duloyan, I assume this card's coming back to push the Ice Barrier cards. I don't remember if it's gonna make a difference. I think 1 is no different than 3. You know, most extra deck monsters, they don't really make a difference whether it's at 1 and 3. You just need the first one that you can get to. And Mr. Prominence, something for pendulums. It's not another starter. It's not another. It's not really an extender. It's a board breaker. It's cool to see it come back, but it's not going to make a world of change for pendulums, I don't think. It is another cool option to have, but it's not going to change too much. Dragon Buster Destruction Sword coming off the list because Union Carrier is gone. Now we don't have to worry about Dragon Buster Destruction Sword being used in non-Buster Builder decks. This is the only time you're going to see this card being used. So if you lose to your local Buster Dragon Destruction Sword player, just know he's playing an inherently flawed deck called Buster Blader, and you lost because you're ass. It happens. Last but not least, oh, I think I talked about everything. Yeah, wow, I talked about everything. That's it. It's not a super big list. It is cool to see. Oh, last but not least, Firewall Dragon, of course, but it's not a very big list. All the Salmon Great cards stayed on. Sky Striker cards stayed on. We didn't get Gateway of the 6 back to 3, which is weird. Called by the Graves, not fully banned or completely unlimited. Once again, weird. I think that's really all I can think of that seems to be uncomfortable. There was no real shakeups. Nothing crazy came off or got banned. It's a pretty stock list. I don't hate it. They did deal with some of the problems in the format, like VFD and Zexal, but they didn't deal with other problems like Dragoon. Dragoon didn't get it, and they didn't deal with Summon Limit, which means that if I do a top 10 list or a top 5 list of the top 5 best decks prediction in the format, I expect to see Guru Control on there. Guru Control with what is it? Dragoon Guru? Is that what people call it? Or Guru Dragoon? I don't care. Whatever it would be called. Because of Summon Limit and Dragoon staying at 3, or Dragoon just being in the game in general, I don't see a world where that deck's not going to be in one of the top 5. But this was a pretty quick video. I'm not going to drag it on for too much longer. I don't think there's much more to say. Expect more Yu-Gi-Oh content as always. And this is Beanie Thuggish signing out. Please make sure to subscribe and like the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.